Moving on, Chairman of the Governors Council Isaac Ruto and like-minded governors say they will not relent on a push for a national referendum to ensure a 45% stake in the last audited national annual revenue as anchored on the Constitution for sharing by county governments. Now, the governors have warned that a double-digit economic growth promised by the Jubilee government will only be a mirage if counties are not given enough resources for development. Purposes for the Governors Council has promises to partner with the civil society to empower the Senate and push for effective devolution.
Devolution has been the driving force behind the clamor for the constitutional changes that have been moving on. Basically because of the skewed allocation of resources since independence, the marginalization of very many Kenyans, and the overconcentration of power and resources in very few hands, and the use of those resources for patronage purposes. The more I listen to our top political leaders, the more I'm convinced we must go for the referendum. The more they try to convince us against it, the more we are convinced we must do it. Reason? Even at this age, at the digital age, we are still appealing to tribal affiliations. Even at this age, we can still say the government is ours. Even at this age, I don't want to say the rest.
People have faith in the fact that economic development will take place in these counties. Now, coming to the Jubilee factor, if you do not support these 47 county governments, I guarantee you, you're bound to fail and you will have nothing to tell Kenyans after 5 years in terms of the double-digit economic growth that you will not achieve unless you empower for the 47 counties.
When it comes to sharing resources the way the Constitution has said and the other acts of Parliament, you can't trust national government. They transferred functions that were being performed by former local authorities in February. Up to date, not a single shilling of money that had been approved for budgets to implement those functions has been transferred to the county governments. Do we want to continue being beggars? For how long? Every financial year we are begging. Every financial year we are begging. No.